Welcome to STEMI Intern Interviews. My name is John Paul Sanchez Moreno, and I'm a digital media specialist for STEMI. And here we have.
My name is Fatimah, and I've worked for many different parts of STEMI.
All right, so let's get right into it. So, first off, where do you come from?
I come from Canada. I was born there, stayed until I was 5, and then I moved to the US.
Okay, and where does your family come from?
My family comes from Bangladesh. I've never stayed there for more than a month, but the people I've met there are very friendly.
Oh, that's cool. Do you know why or how your family came from Bangladesh all the way to Canada?
They went to Canada for better work opportunities and to give their children a better education. As for how they were able to go to Bangladesh to Canada, I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, well, that'd probably be pretty interesting, and yeah, that's a noble goal. Same here. My parents are from Latin America, so they made quite the voyage as well. Maybe not as much as Bangladesh, but yeah. So, what do you do for fun?
Usually I hang out with friends, draw, read, and occasionally I'll be practicing solos for my choir.
Okay. Are you in a school choir?
Yeah, I am. We had a concert in February.
Oh, that sounds nice. I hope it went well. So how did you get into singing?
I got into it at a very young age, and my grandma and aunt used to sing a lot, so I assume that's where I got it from. I also liked listening to music, so one day I decided to try it out for myself, and it's became an interest of mine ever since.
Okay. And you mentioned you like art, so how did you get into that?
I was always infatuated with other drawings, and it gave me a peace of mind. I've been drawing since I was around 6, and I never let go of that hobby.
Okay. Do you have any inspirations for your art or music? Like, who's your favorite artist or musician?
Um, I think my favorite musician would probably be Lana Del Rey for now. I don't have a favorite artist though.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. And so do you have a favorite song or composition?
Yeah, my favorite song is Young and Beautiful.
All right, cool. What motivates you?
My future mainly. I already know what I want to do in life, and I've been thinking about it since elementary. I always think about how to provide for my future family and how I can donate to others if I make enough money and hopefully make their lives a little bit easier.
Okay. What's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is English, mainly because I love writing, and it's always interesting to come up with new characters and give them personalities. I'm currently trying to write a book, but because of schoolwork, it's progressing like not as much. Hopefully, I'll be able to work on it more over summer, though.
Okay. So a book, that's pretty interesting. Can you tell me more about the book? Like what's it about? And do you have like a writing process for the book?
The book's about a girl's point of view through the 7 days of the week and how her mind works during those days. As for now, I don't have a writing process since I'm very early in the book.
Okay, well that sounds very interesting. For sure. So you like writing, but do you also like reading? And if so, do you have a favorite genre or series or book?
Yeah, I love reading. My favorite genre is historical fiction, and my favorite book is A Long Way from Home.
Okay, interesting. So what would you like to do in the future?
I hope to become a pediatrician. I really want to work with kids and simultaneously work in the medical field. If I'm not able to become a pediatrician, though, I want to go into computer science.
Okay, interesting. When did you first realize you wanted to be a pediatrician?
I realized I wanted to be a doctor at a very young age, maybe at 5 years old, and I started researching about types of doctors at 8. Since then, I realized I wanted to become a pediatrician since it was in the medical field, was a high-paying job, and I could work with kids.
That's pretty cool. So where would you like to live in the future?
I really want to go back to Canada. It's so peaceful there and I miss it a lot. If I'm not able to find job opportunities though, I'll most likely stay in the US. I don't think I could imagine living anywhere else outside of North America.
Okay, that's fair. Um, Canada sounds nice. What's your dream school and why?
Harvard. I know it's a long shot, but I've been wanting to go there for a really long time, and because it's an Ivy League school and is one of the oldest institutions in the US. Otherwise, I'd like to go to Texas A&M since both my parents went there and I live close by.
Those sound like pretty good schools. What does success mean to you?
Success to me means a way to live, I guess. Without success, it's not really possible to get into a good university or get a good job.
Yeah, I agree with that. So what are you proud of?
I'm proud of my awards for my musical talent, and I'm proud of my academic achievements.
Okay. What would you say are your strengths?
I'd say I'm a hard worker, I strive for perfection, and I'm open-minded to new things.
Okay. Well, that's a very nice introduction to who you are. And so let's start talking about STEMI. So first of all, what do you do for STEMI and how long have you been doing that?
Right now, I'm not doing much because of school, but when summer comes, I hope to resume my roles. I've been a graphic designer, magazine editor, part of the blog team, and a tutor. I'm not 100% sure how long I've been doing these roles, but since I joined the server around 9 months ago, I think, I've been part of those teams for that long, but I've only really done the work for those roles for two.
Okay. So what have you tutored your students in?
I can't really remember as I haven't been a tutor in a long time.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. So how did you find out about STEMI?
I found out about STEMI through a friend.
Okay. What's your favorite thing about STEMI?
Honestly, I think it's the people I've worked with. They were all very warm and welcoming when I first joined.
Okay. Um, would you recommend STEMI for people interested in what you're currently working on or were working on?
Yeah, I would. I think it's a great way to get started on whatever you want to become, or if you just want experience in general.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. And let's get into some questions, extra questions, just for fun.
Yeah.
So, if you could meet a famous person from the past or present, who would it be and why?
I'd want to meet the one of the prophets from my religion because he's a very important part of it, and he's a role model to all of my family, honestly.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So what's something most people don't know about you?
I guess it's how I used to be a very sick kid. I got sick a lot and I missed school a lot because of it.
Okay, that sounds kind of sad, but okay. Um, if you had $1 million for only an hour, what would you buy?
I think I'd invest about 100K and the rest I'd use to buy some necessities and then my wants.
Okay. Well, that is all the questions I have for you. So thank you for being here and talking about STEMI and yourself. Um, thank you.
You're welcome.